Hey, I played 100 days of hardcore Minecraft. Want to see my world? I thought you might. That's why you're here. If you're here for some other reason, please leave now. Go. Get the fuck out of here. So here we are. We're also over there. But we're gonna start here. When I first spawned in the world, I was a few hundred blocks away from where I set up my home. But I made sure to mark that chunk so I could build farms in it later. The first thing I did was run over here and make this thing. Admittedly, that wasn't the first thing I did. The first thing I did was actually make a hole in the ground. It was right here. Incidentally, I have continued using this hole for quite a while. It goes down for quite a while. Jesus. The first thing I should note about this world is that it was originally made on March 3rd, 2020. That's right, it's pretty old. 2.5 years old? I don't know. But I played on it for a while, and then I forgot that it existed, and then, I remember that it existed. So the first, 40 or so days, I don't really have recorded. But everything else I do have recorded. Anyways, for the first... Oh, wait. I probably shouldn't be showing myself these hidden chunks. I don't reveal spoilers. So anyways, for the first few days, I was just digging a hole, right? I went right down to bedrock, and you can see I have mined here quite a bit. Not a crazy amount, but quite a bit. This is a 3x3. And that's where I spent a lot of my time. It wasn't until a long time later that I actually went down to Deep Slate whenever it was added to the game. Pretty neat. But most of my diamonds were found here. After not too long of mining down there, I decided, hey, a little house would be nice. And I decided to get real creative. Look at this bad boy, it's not even symmetrical. How bold of me was that? Holy shit, I don't usually do that. So yeah, it's just a basic little cabin. I didn't look up any references. This is all from my brain, if you couldn't tell. I also used cobblestone as one of the blocks for it, which is maybe questionable, but here we are. This is the little loft area that served as my first chest room. It's still got some random stuff in it. But I have moved a lot of it. Downstairs is my enchanting room to this day. It's not pretty, and I should probably move it now that I'm looking at it. But I haven't yet. You can see I keep my enchanting supplies nearby. I'm currently in the process of getting god armor. Protection 4 is about the best I have to show for, but we're getting there. Then I also have the anvil and the grindstone set up here as well because I'm a gamer. I don't remember when or why, but I do have a cow imprisoned in a fence around my house. Just the one cow. He has no friends or family. He's probably quite lonely, but fuck him. And yeah, that was my starter house. I used this for quite a while. Probably for the first 30 days or so, I would say. But that's a number that I pulled out of thin air and might not be accurate. The next thing I built was a farm, and it isn't special. It's just a regular farm. It's one chunk large. I don't know. I just wanted it to be a chunk. I grew a lot of wheat here. Wheat, not weed. Or maybe? I have since stopped using this because I have a better solution for it, but it's there currently. I need to move it. The road will extend there eventually. And then I also built an automatic sugarcane farm. As you can see, for a while I was trying to build it pretty large. That had varying results, meaning it went horribly and I gave up. So now it's just one little row with a lot of hoppers. Holy crap, I spent a lot of iron on this. But it does work. There's just a little mine cart that goes back and forth forever and ever. I don't think this is even close to the most efficient way to do this, but it kind of works. See, look, it kind of works. Kinda, a little bit. Can't complain too much. After that, it was time to upgrade my storage because I very, very quickly outgrew this little area, which is not very expandable. Hence, this thing, building. I wanted to get pretty creative with it. I'm trying to do cool builds in this world as much as my peanut brain can handle. So this is my idea of an advanced wall, you know? Stripped logs, some chiseled stone bricks, a little bit of wood, some glass panes, glowstone, watch out, rich. And yeah, it's like 3 blocks wide, so I mean, that's pretty epic, right? Anyways, this would become my main storage area. As you can see, there are a lot of chests in here. I am not even using half of them yet. So this will probably last me a good little while, which is very good. I also have a bunch of furnaces set up that are kind of awkward and don't fit anything. But I use 3 as the base number for this building, which is really awkward for furnaces. I also put lava in the floor because I'm edgy like that. Maybe. Over here, you see our to-do board. We only have one glow sack, so one of them glows. The rest of them don't. But on it, we've got everything. We got our mob farm, which we checked off. I'll show you in a minute. And then everything else is not checked off yet. But Nether Highway, work in progress. Animal farms, to-do. God enchantments, work in progress. Full netherite, kind of work in progress because we need the Nether Highway first. Villager hall, haven't even started yet. And then down below, we get the crazy shit. Complete all advancements, collect all items, and collect all blocks. Those are the long-term goals. Also, my hatred for this block here, Tough, which has absolutely no use, led to it being the background for this wall, because I wanted to do something with it. You literally can't do anything with this block. Why the fuck is it in the game? I hung a little bell here, as you can see. It's my favorite bell. It goes ding ding dong, as I do. After I built this little thing, which is clearly not done, I'll probably just keep expanding it to my little heart's content. I decided to go exploring for a little bit. Don't mind the forest fires that are around. They happened. Oh god. Yeah, you can see I was here. I was on my trusty steed that I still use today. His name is Jonathan. You'll meet him later. Jonathan's a great horse, and we've seen a lot of combat together. Oh yeah, baby. It's villager time. At least that's what you could say if any of the villagers here were still alive. I committed perhaps a small war crime by coming into this village with the pillager debuff on me that causes a raid to start. Can you guess which building I was on the top of for that raid? It's this one, if you didn't know. It's this one. But yes, I was successful in doing 6 out of the 7 waves of the raid. I didn't have a bow at the time, and pretty junky armor, so I'll take that as a victory. And in the process, I secured, I think, 3 totems of Undying. So yeah, we were sitting pretty good after that raid, which was a huge help. It was also that raid that led me to the realization I should have a bow. So I did enchant a bow with infinity and power and some other shit on it. It's pretty good. See, look, power 3 and punch 1. Okay, well, it's not that good, but it's all right. I should also note I got fortune pretty early on because that was high priority, and then recently I got looting 3 with sharpness 4 and knockback 2. This is where I dig for my sand. Woo-woo! Around that time, which would have been day 50 or so, I believe, I decided, hey, I like roads as much as the next guy does. This is the design I came up with. It's nothing special. But it does use diorite. Ha ha ha. Suck my balls. Anyways, this thing is going to go really far eventually. It doesn't yet, but we're getting there, okay? Don't judge me. That leads me to my proudest achievement in this world so far, which I have called the tower. The tower. This is the tower. Can you guess what it's used for? No? Anyone? Anyone? That's right, baby. The tower is a big-ass elevator that goes up, I think, 150 blocks. And then at the top of the tower, you, of course, have my mob spawner. I say mine. I do own it. I did not make up this design at all. It's a very popular design you've probably seen online if you play Minecraft very much. But, yeah, I was amazed by the rates on this thing. You're supposed to do 4 layers. I only did 3, but honestly, I have not needed any more. This thing is fucking crazy good. So yeah, like everything else in this world, the tower is still very much a work in progress, but we got some stuff set up here. Mostly been using it for XP to get our god roll armor. Also hoping to get a zombie villager to spawn so I can name him Dinko and make him our first villager for the trading hall. Hasn't happened yet. It happened once, but then he died. R.I.P. Dinko, part 1. As I mentioned earlier, this is also the spawn chunk, which I know on servers stays loaded all the time. I'm starting to come to the realization I don't believe it stays loaded on single-player worlds. So, might have been pointless, but hey, I did put a farm here in the tower. And the plan is to make a bunch of farms going up said tower, eventually. I also did a little bit of redstone work to make it where you press the button and it spills out water and you get the good shit. Hang on, I'll show you. Boop. Look at that go! I forgot you had to press it twice. There we go. Out front of the tower, I'm also trying to get creative with the build, as you can see. Got nether bricks as one of the blocks. We've got white concrete, which I'm trying to use quite a bit in this world because it looks pretty cool. And then good old stone bricks. Can't go wrong, man. Everybody loves stone. Everybody loves bricks. Put them together. Blah, blah, blah. That wasn't a word, but hey, I'm keeping it in. This is the hill that is between my first home and the tower that I have to cross all the time with my trusty steed, Jonathan, pictured here. He's a good boy. I don't like this hill, so on day 100, I blew it the fuck up. Kind of. As you can see, there's still quite a lot of it left. But that was a fun little way to celebrate 100 days, and so I made a bunch of TNT with my gunpowder and went kablammy! Perhaps the least impressive thing in the entire world so far, there's a llama here, I don't know why, he's pretty cool. Perhaps the least impressive thing in my world so far is the Nether Highway as it stands. As you can see, I laid down a basic design that I want to go with, but for the vast majority of it, I haven't bothered to set it up yet. My main priority right now is to get far enough out from this spawn point that I get to new chunks. If you remember, I made this world in 2020, aka before netherite was in the game. So my priority is to just get far away enough to actually collect netherite. Once we achieve that, I will be more than happy to spruce up the highway and make it actually nice. Also on the agenda is to replace these middle two lanes with packed ice, or blue ice? I don't know, whichever one's better. But anyways, that's the world so far, you know, it's been 100 days. More accurately, it's been 105 days, just because that's when I'm recording this, very sorry. I wouldn't say I've done anything too incredibly impressive so far. Obviously the builds are all very work in progress and not incredibly grand. But I have been having fun, and I'm not dead still, which is more than I can say for all of my other hardcore worlds I've ever created. Oh yeah, baby, new record. I should probably kill that fucking cow. Looks very sad in there. So yeah, I haven't done anything too crazy yet, but hey, it's only the first 100 days. That's practically nothing. I also just checked, I've only played 23 hours on this save. This is 23 hours of progress. Just think what the next 23 are gonna be like. Holy crap. That's what I want to leave you with though, man. It's almost the new year. Make something special next year, you know? Let's just start today. The best time to start what you want to do is a year ago. That's not the saying, but it still holds true. So whatever that thing is that you've been thinking, man, I wish I had that done, or I wish that was happening, just like, I don't know, do it, man. Just do it. But yeah, that's the end of me. You can watch the, I guess, last 60 days of this on my channel. If you go to the live section, I did live stream it all there. And I plan to live stream the rest of it there as well. So yeah, check that shit out. Again, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. That would help me. Help me. Help me. Pretty good walrus, maybe. And otherwise, have a great day. Bye. The fuck was that outro? Bye-bye. Fuck you.